Okay, I am now going to take on Tetron Dominion, and Tetron likes to play with random cards, but all the different expansions. So we're going to see what we get and talk through our game. Okay, I'm going to share the Dominion screen. Okay, and let's play. Okay. I didn't just win that game. I actually
You're still on the screen.
About this. If we're completely honest, it was I misstarted the previous stream and actually had made a mistake. So Tetron very kindly let me start again. Okay, let's go. Okay, so Pilgrimage is where you get 3 cards again. You get a copy, and the Sewers lets you trash cards if you can already trash cards. So what can we trash with here? Actually nothing, so I'm not going to bother with Sewers. What I will do is get the silver to start, and then let's see what's interesting here. Laboratories, Peddlers, Swamp Hags, I like all of those ones. So there's nothing for 4 actually, no cards for 4 except for this Pilgrimage. So it's probably going to be a sort of average length game. I guess there is an attack card, which is the Swamp Hag. Now I have got 4, so I'll have to just get something that's 3. I'm going to take the Shantytown, because that can give me extra cards if I don't have any actions in my hand. Another 4. So I'm going to this time take... Oh, do I want to get a potion? I do have a... Tetron and I do sometimes have a debate about whether it's worth getting potions or not. And yeah, let's get it. I normally err on the side of getting it, and Tetron often errs on the side of not getting it. All right. So my name is Clormac Attack, so I'm going to get the attack card, the Swamp Hag, and then next the Scrying Pool. That's the plan. I should keep an eye on what Tetron's doing. He's got Native Village, so he's pulling some cards out of the game. I suppose that's a good idea because you can't trash anything. And Swamp Hag, let's try and attack, and then I'll get a laboratory. Okay, just a silver. Oh, how many did I get there? Did I have 6? Wait a minute, I'm going to do an undo. Sorry. I think I had 6 there. I'll instead buy a gold. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to say thanks. You're welcome. Tetron is very polite. Okay. Ah, that's good. I've got lots of cards here. Scrying Pool. I'll discard the copper. Tetron can discard his copper too. And I will play. I've got 6. Just 1 buy. Where do I get my extra buys from in this game? Is it another game where we can't get extra buys? No, I think we can't. So 6. I might as well get another laboratory. Tetron's been buying this pilgrimage thing to get duplicates. That's a good idea. I'm going to copy. And then if I lose, it'll be Tetron's fault. I think that's how it works. I cycle through all my cards pretty quickly because of all these laboratories, which is nice. But I'll have to play that shantytown first, Swamp Hag, and got 6. Still only 1 buy. It's so annoying. See, because if I had more buys, I'd be getting those peddlers as well as all the other cards I'm getting. I will take a gold there. So what's he? If he see, he's done this Swamp Hag, so that means when I buy a card, I'm going to get a curse. I can discard the estate. He can top deck his estate. And do I have enough for province? Yeah, I'm going to just start getting these provinces now. There we go. There's one. I suppose I got a curse then too. Yes. Well, Tetron got a province without getting a curse, so that's sort of better. Let's see. The 3, I will get just a silver. And I may as well get it. Oh, right, the lackeys, because that gives you the villagers to get you. If you just get ones without actions, that's helpful. I'm getting these scrying pools, so I wonder if they are helping me. They help me put actions in my hand. And do my laboratories. Scrying pool. Discard the copper. He can top deck his silver, actually. And I've got my Swamp Hag. And that should be enough for province as well. I'm a little bit behind, actually. Not massively behind. I suppose it's from these curses. Okay, a scrying pool. Laboratory, yeah, I'll keep that. Copper, he can keep that. Right, let's play a laboratory. And the shantytown. And 10. I'll get another province. So I'm just in the lead at the moment, but it's not my turn. 18, 90. Oh, yes, I'm slightly in the lead. Okay, and Tetron just bought a duchy. I forgot to use that pilgrimage in the end, you know, and I think he has too, so I shouldn't have said that. Right, I'm going to get this duchy anyway. Do you get 3 cards in play, so you wouldn't be able to get new victory points. It's just the action cards and treasures you can get copies of. I don't know whether he can actually hear what I'm talking about during the game, or whether he's turned his sound off to turn it back on when we talk afterwards. I assume he's turned his sound off. Okay. Scrying pool. Now, this isn't a very exciting hand. Oh, and has he Swamp Hag me twice? Well, I'm not going to buy anything at all. I'm going to discard that copper. He can top deck his province, and I just don't need to buy any of that stuff. It's a shame you can't use the sewers. You have to have already trashed another card, otherwise it doesn't help. And it's a shame I don't have enough money for the pilgrimage. Yeah, just send the price there. I don't need that. I would have got 2 curses, not worth it for a card just like a silver or something. Okay. I will discard my province. Tetron can top deck his estate. Right, 4. Well, I can afford the pilgrimage, but I don't actually want to. I don't really want copies of any of those. I'll just buy a scrying pool again. But now I'm behind. That's one of those things. Let's see if we can catch up in the next couple of goes. We're at turn 18 already. That's probably because of this swamp hag. Right. I'm actually in trouble because there's not a buy, so I'm not going to really be able to catch this up. But let's see. So just keep buying duchies, seeing what happens. Duchy. Yeah, I have basically no chance now, I think. Because he's going to keep buying duchies. And he got a curse, 33. Yeah, but if I get 8 from this, it's not enough. Anyway, you can get 6 from a province. 8 would be enough, but I only got 6. So if I get a duchy, I have to just keep cursing him. Yeah. And the trouble is I don't get the last duchy either. In fact, I don't get a duchy at all. Right, let's just get an estate then. I could arguably resign already. 35. No. Okay. All right. Who started this game? This was me, so I should not even get Swamp Hag was in play. Right, I'm going to discard that. Top deck that. Shanty Town. Nothing. Right. Oh, no, I can get this pilgrimage. It won't help me. No, I shouldn't have to get this state. I do have to get this state if I want to make any attempt on this game. Discard that. He can top deck that. I will discard that. He can top deck that. Laboratory. 6 only. So I'm just going to get estates. It's the only thing to do. I know he's doing 2 swamp hags on me. That's not what I want at all. So I have to not buy anything. Okay. Pilgrimage isn't buying anything, is it? I think that's right. Otherwise I'm going to end up with 100 curses. Buys, I'm not buying. So I can gain, but I don't even want these anything. 3 cards to gain. Shanty Town, silver, and then don't gain. Don't know why I did that. I don't really want those cards. Discard, top deck, swamp hag, estate, 35, 41. Right. Unfortunately, I have nothing really to buy. So I won't buy anything. I'll buy silver. And who can get to that province first? Doesn't look like me with this hand. Discard a duchy. Discard a gold. No points at all in those buys then. My hand's gone terrible. Laboratory. 3. I'm going to get a native village. They look good. Don't suppose the game will be long enough for that to come into play. Laboratory, shantytown, and 6. Gold. Okay. So we're up to turn 30. That's because of all the curses coming in with the swamp hag. And no trashing at all, except for our trash talk. Except there's not much trash talk because it's just one-sided. I'm going to discard the silver. David can top deck the silver. Scrying pool. Discard the silver. You can discard your silver. Shantytown, swamp hag, and I've still got very little. Another scrying pool. I don't know what these scrying pools are actually doing for me. We'll talk about that after the game. Right. You've taken on some more curses. Are you letting me win here? Okay. Oh, well, I will. Okay. Good game. All right. Now I'm going to go back and have a chat. We'll leave this on. David and I will chat about the game. Okay. What did you think of that game, David? Let me just...
well, it's an interesting one, which I basically won part from the fact I missed the graphic. I didn't realise you played Swamp Hag. I bought a copper. If I don't buy that, you lose, guaranteed.
Yeah.
So that was really a blunder rather than an outcome of the game. Yeah, I think you missed... You said, I didn't have commentary on. I had it on before you kind of made that comment. So I then switched it off at that point. But I had actually used Pilgrimage a couple of times to avoid getting Swamp Hag, which you didn't do, which is why really it should have been a winning one. Possibly if I started buying...
How do you mean? How did you use...
I started buying curses earlier because you had first turn. I may still have been able to pull it back.
Yeah.
The Pilgrimage didn't come up particularly well, but yeah, when it runs on for that number of turns...
What did you mean? How did you use it to avoid getting Swamp Hag?
Swamp Hag is when you buy a card. So if you use Pilgrimage, it's not a card because it counts as an event.
Yes.
So I avoided that. So really I should be talking about how I technically won, but it also shows that you need to pay attention to these little graphics. It's a lot more harder to notice the cards out in front when they give you a little symbol on your card as opposed to when you can actually see the card in real life. So yeah, that was a bit of a slip because it's not like I even bought a silver, so there's absolutely no equity. I had one coin, I bought a copper thinking, this is fine, and then I realized Swamp Hag was on, which is when I then typed, I meased, because I didn't even manage to spell mist right. I missed that. So effectively, yeah, I mean, you did very well to get a comeback, as it kind of shows that you shouldn't give up.
Never give up.
And also I also doubled up my Swamp Hags and put one on my native map just as I was reshuffling the deck. So there were lots of things which kind of made life easier for you, as in one province was guaranteed to win. Because as I say, because you would have been going first, a tied score would have mean that you would lose still. So if I Swamp Hag when you hit your 8, it's still no good for you. But yeah. I think that time wouldn't have been that. I think actually I would have got away with if I tried to just buy 5 curses, but it meant they would come into my deck a second time. You probably noticed just at the very end there, I bought 1 curse and took the curse from Swamp Hag at the same time to get 2 curses. So you gave me 2 curses. So it would have been 3 turns. I end the game.
Yes.
Yeah. again, this tide thing. But yeah, realistically, I kind of threw it away. But it's interesting. There weren't a lot of attack cards, as you say. Pilgrimage, it's not really normally useful unless you get a lot of power at once. I think I had a slight edge with my native mat over you, which I bought for a 3, and then the other thing which I think gave me a very slight edge was having used Pilgrimage to get a second Swamp Hag, was getting the lackeys rather than there was another way to do it. So I think that potion, yeah, it's not awful, but I think it's just slightly slower. And because my hand just got a tiny bit blocked, well, was going to happen with that number of curses taken in. But at the point when I allowed my hand to be blocked, it wasn't an issue because I should have been technically winning by 1 as long as I got to Magos, which I was. And then, yeah, I just didn't spot the Swamp Hag at the critical.
I see.
It was like an observational thing, but it'd be different.
Lurking.
But it's like it would be different if I bought even, as I say, just a silver or anything for 2. But the fact that I was just, I don't know, I've only got 1 coin. I'll get a copper for the sake of it. It may be, I'd probably say it's probably even bad to buy the copper even without the Swamp Hag there. But I thought, it doesn't really matter. But then it was only when I saw the curse in the log, I'm going, hang on, because I didn't register seeing it. And as I said, there isn't a little display showing it. You can hover over it and see it. And there's a little symbol next to your hand which shows it. But I was probably distracted by my nice little green disc for Pilgrimage. But yeah, well done. As I said,
thank you for the game.
It was a convincing victory in the end. But the end game was great. The opening, I think, was my edge. But
yeah, definitely, for sure.
But it's always close. It's always close. So yeah, I'll look forward to our next match. And I'll try to win that one. Or perhaps we'll have to suspend that stream again, like
yeah. This one's never going to see the light of day, I think.
I never win a game. All right, bye.